Hello. How are you all after a whole week of things happening? A lot's happening, isn't it? I don't know about you, because I don't know any of you, but some of the stuff is coming in. I mean, I'm an old lady, and I say to the powers that be, look, be careful, because, you know, things can happen to old ladies, heart attacks, strokes, this, that and the other. I'm doing pretty well. Just been to a doctor's for a blood test. He said, my God, you're amazing for your age. I said, yeah, I've got to be. I take tablets. I spend 50 quid a month on Amazon on tablets, massage creams, this, that and the other, just to keep going. Why do I want to keep going? I don't know. I said, God, look, take me. I'm ready. Who wants to live any longer on this planet like this? You can imagine how I get. So I'm feeling a bit. I've had two very nice ladies be nice to me this morning, very friendly and kind, so I thought I'd do a video in reward. So the video is about pain. What an exciting subject. But I have to talk about it because I think these days people are in a lot more pain. The reason is, you see, that all the injuries and all the operations and all the stuff and emotional stuff as well, it's all locked in the body. I mean, it is locked in every muscle, every fibre, every nerve ending. Me, it's the nervous system, which is why I've got this ME, CFS, whatever you call it. The nervous system shot to pieces. And of course, each time the stun comes down, I thought, oh God, here we go again. I feel it coming in. It usually starts about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It lasts all evening, and it wears off again at about 4 in the morning. So no matter what pain I'm going through, and I've got several lots, so I won't list them. Both my legs are a bit unworkable at the moment. I can't get in and out of my car because I've got, oh, I don't know, little bits and pieces. It really can't, nothing seriously medically. Then it should work fine, but getting in and out of the car is a challenge, as you know. So I'm a bit frustrated at the moment. I've had it all done up, ready to use, and I think I've got to keep going. I mean, who is there to help me if I want bread and milk? You know, who's there to get it from me? I do have Sainsbury's deliver the food once a week, but I just need to get out, you know. Anyway, so I want to tell a little story about a particular instance that was really quite amazing, and I want to pass it on. So the pain situation doesn't get any better, and I know when it's like this energy attacks the pain. I think it's not deliberately to upset us. It's because I think that's the part that needs healing, and the energy comes in and attacks the part that's not kind of ready, well, whatever you called it, and it wants to be healed. How do you heal pain? I don't know. I've been through everything, tablets, this, that, acupuncture, acupressure, you know, and I think if the pain's there, the pain's there. And the other night I woke up, I do wake up with it sometimes, and I can't describe it. I'm screaming with pain sometimes, screaming with it. That frustrated, I don't get out of bed, I face it down. What can you do? I mean, anyone who really has pain knows what it's like. I mean, there are a lot of people out there with a lot worse than me, I know that. I mean, you have what you can handle, and of course at my age I've had most pains in most places. You name it, it's been there, you know. Childbirth was one, operation, gallbladder removal, oh Lord. But this recent one is to tendinopathy. It's right in the groin. I pulled a muscle, and I can't describe, the pain is indescribable. Whatever you do, you cannot get away from it, you see. And I was doing everything to get away. I put the deadening cream on, I put this and that. I thought, I was just beside myself. It was the worst it has ever been. It just would not go. So I thought, it reminded me of a time when I went to hospital to have my gallbladder removed. That was about 40 years ago, actually. And again, it was night time in the hospital, and I can remember it as vividly as yesterday, as we often can with these memories. And I was in such pain because, of course, they cut the hole. Nowadays they do keyhole surgery, but this was like cutting the whole big flabby tummy, and they delve in. They're in there 2 or 3 hours apparently. I mean, I did very well with it. I recovered quite well, but this initially after the operation, I cannot describe the pain. I was lying there almost screaming, and I said, can't you give me something? And of course they give you all they can, and eventually this vision, I mean, she was a vision. I don't think they have these nowadays, these ladies that wear these fantastic, you know, hats, what do you call them? Not hats, it's a veil, it's a appendage. She was a sister. I've never seen anything like it. It was night time, and she kind of came into the ward. All you could see. Have you ever seen these fantastic headdresses they wear? They're stiff and white and starched. I mean, they are a beauty to behold. And I knew it was a matron because only they can only wear those kind of, I forget what they're called. And she came by my bed and she said, "I'll give you morphine." So they gave me morphine, which lasted about an hour or two. I've gone quite cold thinking about it because she was like, well, she was an angel. She saved my life, and she put pillows all around my tummy to hold the flesh rather than dragging the pain, stitches and all, you know. And I think about 2 or 3 hours later, like, could I have some more? like a junkie. She said, "I don't give you any more." She just don't. So I just had to get through. And I suddenly had this vision, and I thought, I wonder if I could call that morphine in esoterically, invisibly, mentally, if you know what I mean, psychically. One of my teachers called Dr. Joshua Stone, I've told you about him, he's not alive now, but he advocated you can actually call in medicines, you can call in minerals, you can call anything in. As you get to a certain consciousness, I should imagine it's easier, you can bring in the energy, because the Arcturians, have you seen the Arcturians website? I mean, they use sound, and they can bring in anything, homeopathic medicines, they bring in it through megahertz and sounds, and they are brilliant. I've got a real big problem. Tune into the Arcturian website. I'll put a note on for you because they are brilliant. They will heal anything. So I thought, I wonder if I could do that. You know, I've tried it with homeopathy. It does. You can't prove it if you're just doing it mentally. I thought, I've got to do something. And there's a doctor in spirit called Dr.Lorphen. He's a doctor. He used to be a real life doctor in Wales in the UK. He's an actual doctor. And I thought, I'm going to call on him to give me an injection. You must think I'm a nut. I have had injections before for sleeping. I said, give me a shot. Have you got any cannabis? So I called on him. I said, look, I've done all I can. It wasn't like a cop out. I had done all I can. I said, could you give me some morphine to kill this pain? Well, I can't remember what happened because I must have gone to sleep. After a few moments, I know I went to sleep. Well, I woke up without the pain. Pain had gone. Well, you know, more or less, I knew that something had happened to it, and I thought, well, that works. It obviously had worked because I was so desperate, and I visualised this coming in. I asked for help, did all the right things, you know, and I was kind of surrendering to it, you know. So just want to pass that on. If anything else, if all else fails, try that for pain or you know, any medicine you fancy, try it, because they are expensive. I spent a fortune on pills and lotion, you know, minerals and things. And of course, massage cream. I've got 3 lots by my bedside. I've got Arnica oil, got there, and there. If it gets too bad, because it's my thighs that are the worst actually, and I don't know why it's all held in my thighs, but if I get too bad, I've got my legs in there and I massage, and of course that wears you out. It's really hard work giving yourself a massage. It really is, and I'm good at it because I studied homeopathy. Aromatherapy, you know, massagable. So I got a fair idea of the medical side of things. And this hip, well, that seat up the other night, I was like, I couldn't get out of bed. Oh God, old age with it and seat up. And so I pressed all the right little spots to free it. I spent half my time either in bed massaging, taking tablets, you know, meditating. No, I don't meditate actually. I don't meditate very much. I should do it more. I was going to check the time. So just be aware that if you have a pain anywhere, if it does get worse, it's because the energies are coming in and exacerbated, as a good word, bringing it out. And you can do all sorts of things, but just know it's there to be healed. It's not a necessarily negative thing, although it feels like it, but it's there because it's got to be healed, you see. So you can do affirmations. I mean, affirmations are quite good. I said, that does seem to work. I'd say the misqualified energy is now leaving my pain, and you know, you have to make up your best. Do it so you are getting rid of the old stuff, you know, bringing in the new. And of course there's all these websites with pain, 174 is a really good painkiller because that will also help you emotionally. So look at the Arcturians, and I don't know what to say really. I'm a bit tired as you. I've had a hell of a week, So many challenges, some I don't even know what they are. I know I had one, and it was so powerful that I had a light being standing here as I was releasing something. It was pretty powerful. And they are getting more powerful, aren't they? Don't you find? You know, because I do think that every pain has got an emotion attached to it. It's usually an emotional thing. If you can get deep enough to it, work out what is causing the pain, when it happened, because it might not be this lifetime, maybe a past life, might be. You know, I mean, I was King Richard III, and I was killed at the Battle of Bosworth, and I was thrown over a horse, and all these soldiers came along and stabbed me all over. Well, can you imagine all those pains are coming out, you know? All the wounds are coming out because there's more energy that comes in, the clearer we've got to be, and it will just trigger off all pain. So it's being aware of that and finding the best tool to deal with it. Arnica is extremely good for pain. So finding the right one for you, you know, depends where the pain is, what it is, and just not being afraid. So I get panicky. If I get a really bad pain, I get afraid. I don't know why. I haven't worked out why, because there's a fear, there's me, a real fear that goes with the pain. It's an emotional thing that I haven't yet worked out. Except I think I have told you the story of when I was a little girl, I was about 6 or 7, I had a mastod in my ear. You don't get them nowadays, but it was quite common then. And my dad took me to hospital. No, he didn't take me. The ambulance came. I was in such pain. I think I can remember it now. And not such pain. And the ambulance came to take me to hospital. Why my parents didn't come with me, I don't know. But I can remember my mother shouting, "Is she going to die? Is she going to die?" I was about 6 or 7, and this pain was so intense they took me straight into the theatre, and obviously I had an operation and got rid of it. And for 3 weeks I was in hospital. I didn't see my parents because they weren't allowed in, you see. In those days you didn't have antibiotics. I think penicillin was just invented, but my parents weren't allowed to come and see me because of infection. So no one told me this. I'm a 6-year-old little girl and had 2 operations, lying in bed full of pain, no parents. Where is everybody? And I still got that memory. It's quite odd, isn't it? So maybe the pain I'm having now, you see, is triggering off all that fear, and all mother's fear particularly, and all that loss and all that abandonment. So I've got to work on that, because I think that's what it is. It's something very ancient, that when I get severe pain, I go into this number. I've got to keep telling myself it won't last. Nothing lasts forever. It will eventually go. I'm in control. I think it's a gain of being out of control, isn't it? This pain, you know, there must be people out there with such pain now wouldn't know about. And you have to ride with it. You can't really control it. You have to do the best you can. Anyway, darlings, I'm getting a bit I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What time is it now? Oh, time to go anyway. Time for a lie down. Take care of yourselves. God bless, and keep on trusting that, you know, you will come out of it. But you just have to find the best way you can. God bless for now. Oh, this stupid thing.